Am I the jerk for considering breaking up with my fiance because he ran away when we were being attacked? My fiance, 24 male, and I, 24 female, have been dating for 6 years. He proposed to me a few months ago, which was the happiest moment of my life. We set our wedding date for this December. However, after what happened last night, I'm seriously considering breaking up with my fiance, and I'm unsure if I'm a jerk. My fiance, my brother, and I were walking back to our car from dinner at a nice restaurant. The car was parked pretty far away as the place was packed, so we had to walk quite some distance. It was late at night, and as we were walking, a person in a bike came to the side of us, stopped us, and demanded we give everything we had. My fiance panicked and just ran away. But my brother, after talking to the man for a couple of minutes, just attacked the man. And long story short, my brother beat him up. The man had no weapon, it was just a fake gun. I called my fiance after that and told him everything was fine and that we would pick him up. My fiance still seemed a bit shaken, but I explained to him everything was alright and my fiance thanked my brother a lot. However, I just felt extremely weird and sort of disappointed that my fiance just ran away. I understand it was his natural instinct, but just seeing my brother take the attacker down in comparison to my fiance running away, I just felt like I lost a lot of love for my fiance after that night. I spoke with my brother this morning to get his opinion, and he said I should still give my fiance a chance, that my fiance loves me and what happened last night is not a normal occurrence. However, I told him I just have massive ick and I don't think this ick will ever go away. Am I the jerk? Am I the jerk for not comforting my brother after his wife cheated on him again? About 9 years ago, my brother's wife left him for another man. She was cheating on him all that time. My brother was devastated. They had married very young. I was always against it. I had my brother in my apartment for months. He had fallen into a severe depression, and I was the one that paid for his psychologist visit since he didn't have any money and even lost his job because he didn't even want to move from the couch or bathe. I even gave him a bath. I wasn't bothered by that. I did everything for my brother. She just left and blocked him from everywhere. She simply confessed to him that she had been cheating on him for a year and that she was in love with that man. 4 years later, when my brother was finally starting to feel better, she reappeared in everyone's life. The typical thing happened. She and her lover were no longer together. She had begun to receive psychological help and changed completely. She felt regretful, she was really sorry, etc. I told my brother all the time to cut off contact with her for the sake of his mental health. He didn't. I always had a bad feeling and I could smell the stuff from afar. He started to justify her past actions all the time by saying that she has changed, they were too young, she was having problems, etc. And he got angry when I told him that she's still a jerk. Shortly after that, they got back together and my brother cut off all contact with me because I didn't accept their relationship and he didn't want anyone to come between them. I told him to screw off and didn't talk anymore. Now my brother has reappeared at my house after years without him wanting to talk to me, only to tell me that his wife cheated on him again, but this time they have children. In the past, I would have let him in, hugged him and everything, but he has gone years without even inviting me to meet his children. He has not even spoken to me to congratulate me on my marriage or my pregnancy. I even invited him to my wedding and he didn't come. I told him that at this moment I can't let him be in my house, which is actually true because I can't have that kind of stress. He told me that we are siblings and he needs me, but I told him that I needed him too, but he was never there and he cut me off for that woman. We had an argument and my husband ended up kicking him out because I was already crying. He's staying with our parents now. My mother just tells me it's not the time to hold a grudge against him and he needs me, but I can't forget how he didn't think twice before cutting off all contact with me for her. Am I the jerk for telling my, at the time, soon-to-be mother-in-law no? So nearly 2 years ago, my best friend of 28 years and I finally got together and decided to get married. We planned and paid for our own wedding. We went to Vegas as we were in our late 40s and didn't see the point of paying for everyone we knew to party. However, our mutual families were fantastic about it. However, things went a little crazy as we were planning our wedding reception for a few months after the wedding. It was to be a small affair. We decided on a large barbecue at a state park, followed by camping with our favorite humans. But during the planning, my mother-in-law began trying to make decisions about the reception that we were paying for. Things like telling us no children allowed, forcing my wife to have her heroin-addicted sister there, that my son could not have his medication with him. At the time, he had a medical marijuana card. And what food would be offered. I looked over at my fiance and saw the look on her face. She was livid. For context, it took my wife 5 years of weekly therapy to learn how to tell her parents no about anything, as she is a people pleaser. The therapy began due to how her ex treated her over 14 years. I told her mother no, we would do things the way we wanted as we are paying for it. My mother-in-law just kept pushing and trying to make us feel horrible for not wanting a drug addict and her dealer boyfriend at the reception around the kids that would be there, nieces and nephews, and my/our granddaughter. Then she goes all in on there not being any kids there. After a few minutes of this, I said I was done, got up, walked out, followed by my wife, who told her mother no, it's our wedding, our reception. Now her mother, who she rarely talks to since we got married, says that 5 years of therapy turned my wife to an ungrateful jerk. I have loved my wife since the day I met her, now nearly 30 years ago. The situation has me irritated on many levels, and honestly, I'm disappointed in her parents, who I have known nearly as long as her. Thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed the video, check out all the social media down below in the description, follow, subscribe, all that stuff, and let me know in the comments what kind of games you'd like to watch me play and what kind of stories you'd like to hear me read. This is Gumarrow signing off. Stay lovely, stay safe. Peace.